Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only. Yeah, a little reshuffle. I'm just giving my pot plant a little bit of breathing space over in front of the window there. Okay, so thank you for joining me. A couple of things. Rosie from Rosie's Insight is fine. She's just taken some time to do some self-care, which is completely understandable. And to be honest, living in Brazil, there'll be so much that's going on. She's also got elderly parents as well. So yeah, she has heard and heard the love that's coming for her. So that's fabulous news. Okay, Starmer is down. Go Larry the cat. No. Most of us readers saw that Starmer would be going. It was just a matter of when. And my guides actually had it about 12 months ago, but that's aside the point. What needed to happen is, and timing is always terrible, what needed to happen was the players needed to be moved into place like chess pieces before Starmer actually stepped aside. And the main chess piece. This is why when I read a couple of months ago about who would be the next PM, all the cards for all the people that I was chatting about were, howdy doody, very ordinary. Andy Burnham is now in position. So when the players put their hands up, I'll have a read then, assuming it's more than just Andy Burnham. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Okay, I am going to use the Mystic Cat Tarot. I haven't used it for ages. And I want to have a look at us after the felon is gone. Now, I'm just going to have a little quick quote for you going forward here as I try and unpack my Mystic Cat box. Oh, goodness me, how do I open it? There it is. I posted this in my post section, and it's the wording that's actually on the Obama Presidential Center in Chicago. Now, I'm just going to point out my guide said about the seat of governance there. It may simply be for an interim government while things are sorted out. And I do have to ask, why do all the branches of government have to be in the same place? It doesn't have to happen. Let's just see how that plays out. But the words on the exterior of the Obama Presidential Center that I just thought was just amazing, and I've shared it in my post section. It reads, "You are America." Now, I'm just going to come in with a disclaimer here. I'm pretty sure he meant United States of America, and this is from a speech he made honoring Selma, Alabama, which was the march over the bridge by thousands in regards to civil rights, where John Lewis had been beaten. 7th of March 1965. This is a speech that Obama gave in honor of the anniversary of that event. Start again. "You are America, unconstrained by habit and convention, unencumbered by what is, ready to seize what ought to be. For everywhere in this country there are first steps to be taken, there is new ground to cover, there are more bridges to be crossed. America is not the project of any one person. The single most powerful word in our democracy is the word we. We, the people, we shall overcome. Yes, we can. That word is owned by no one. It belongs to everyone. Oh, what a glorious task we are given to continually try to improve this great nation of ours." Now, I'm sure Obama said it a lot better than I did, but yes, if you're wondering, the corner where there's all the cutouts and their letters, that is what is written in that corner. What a magnificent building. I believe it has an Oval Office in it. It has secure meeting rooms, etc. So let's see what happens. I just wanted to also point out, it was in the news today, last night, in Australia that Canada has signed a $1.75 billion contract with Australia for Australia to help the Canadians build. We're not going to build it for them, but we are giving them the technology, the knowledge, and the assistance for an over the horizon radar for the Arctic Circle security. So bypass the US in regards to that. No golden dome for Canada by the looks of it. Remembering also that Canada apparently is going to purchase 72 Gripen fighter jets from Sweden, as well as 6 global eye surveillance planes from Sweden. So what is happening at the moment is the US is being bypassed by the rest of the world. Got to remember, Rutte did a little bit of a speechy thing yesterday, head of NATO. He has to be an anti-inflammatory diplomat, but he was, if you read between the lines, pointing out that the US period of military dominance is pretty much over, and it's been proven in this Persian conflict, in comparison to the Ukrainian conflict, that the technology that the US has invested so heavily in is pretty much archaic technology in regards to the military. So just putting that out there, but I want to have a look. After the felon passes, after we go woohoo and take a breath, how we need to go through this a period thereafter, because it's not going to be flip the switch and we're back to the Obama days. There will be a period in between. And I just want to talk also about that period in between where, as quite a number of you guys pointed out, there are two base fears. There is love, two base emotions. There is love and there is fear. Out of fear comes anger, hatred, envy, jealousy, anxiety, feeling threatened, etc. So just know that lower vibration, all those lower vibration emotions come out of the low vibration of fear. So it's so important that we stay in this higher vibration of love that brings joy and community and compassion and all very positive laughter, all these very positive emotions. So using the Mystic Cat Tarot that was sent to me by one of my absolutely gorgeous viewers, so thank you very much. What message do you have after the felon passes? We go, yippee! Now what? So, speaking of which, there's speculation that Mitch is no longer among us either. I've posted a little video from a fairly well-known expert in the field over in my post section there. So what do we need to know? And you can probably hear me shuffling away here, poker shuffling. I'll bring you down and you can see me do so. What message, what do we need to be aware of? After the felon passes, we go whoopoo and take a breath. What energy do we need to be in? Now, apparently the Orange Idiot is attending a Mack truck rally, whatever that is, in Pennsylvania tomorrow. I'll keep an eye out for the video of that. Be interesting to see if he goes, how long he's there for, and how he looks. Okay, but let's have a look. Cards for us. Cards for us after the felon passes. What do we need to be aware of? Okay, you want that one too, and stop there. I might also use the Crow Tarot, again sent to me by one of my gorgeous viewers, but this one first. Okay, the King of Pentacles is the signifier here. So the signifier, the King of Pentacles, it's my card for the Orange Idiot. It's also the card for Fleon. It's a card for those those that have embezzled, and that's the word my guides are using, embezzled in uh, money hoarding, the oligarchical carpetbaggers. Oh, speaking of which, the share price for SpaceX is down below what it launched at. I believe it wiped $350 billion off paper wipe off of the value of felon. And also remember, uh, these this it's considered, how wealthy they are. It is purely a paper entry. A lot of them live off borrowed money, which is why they pay no tax, and they are only as wealthy as the value of their assets at any given time. So anyhow, King of Pentacles, front and center, because I'm doing just a standard spread. This is the here and now. Okay, the challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, 1 off the 10. The challenge is 1 off the ending of this oligarchical energy. The Nine of Pentacles is about those that are living in their life of luxury, in their gilded cage, not listening to the people, not listening to what is happening beyond their own sphere of luxury living. Let me put it that way. And speaking of which, talking about the dialogue conference, which I wasn't talking about, but you know what I mean. Yes, okay, those in these uber wealthy circles probably need something where they can go and have a bit of a chin wag amongst themselves. But what is very telling is the topics of conversation, that are being put out in the schedule of events. So, and to be honest, anybody that is heading there to be part of, yeah, a bit dubious, because it's not like they don't know, and it's the topic of events that is really telling. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles is the challenge here. They're living there in their gold, how do I put this? The gold tarnished is the word my guides are giving me. The gold tarnished existence, not looking, not seeing beyond the end of their nose, pretty much. So the Nine of Pentacles, that's the challenge for them. Okay, we've then got the Queen of Pentacles at the energy that they're stewing in at the moment, or the energy that is stewing at the moment. The Queen of Pentacles is very much about kitchen table issues and looking after the family. There's the little kitten at the bottom here, and also the rainbows, about diversity. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's a nurturing queen. She's a queen that takes care of, and look at all these pentacles here. It's very much about money at the moment. So this is the here and now, the Queen of Pentacles, living in their gilded cage environment, completely unaware and tone deaf to what is actually the kitchen table issues for the people. Now, Bezos came out yesterday and stated that human water consumption is limiting the advancement of AI. Like, really? Like, so you want the people to give up their water, which is the essence of life? We all need clean drinking water. That is the very foundation of life. You can do, what is it, 4 minutes without air, 4 days without water, 4 weeks without food. So water is pretty essential there. So talk about tone deaf, living in his little gilded cage, completely tone deaf, claiming that humans drinking water or requirement of water to grow crops, etc., is limiting the advancement of AI. Oh, please. Goodness me. Anyhow, so yeah, the energy that is important at the moment, that that the people are in is this, as I said, kitchen table issues about unity of diversity, about looking after the offspring. Okay, in the past, we've got another pentacle, Ace of Pentacles in the past. This is an opportunity that is being presented. But this is also talking about the greed of money as well. Money, 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 which is if they're trying to, these oligarchs are trying to fill a lack within them, a hollowness within them, and a lack of spiritual soul and lack of feeling of acceptance, etc., with money. And it can never be filled by money because money is an external, materialistic factor. They're trying to fill something internally with something externally. It's like those who become hoarders in homes where they keep absolutely everything. It's because they're trying to fulfill something within by clinging on to what is exterior, or addicted to shopping, or addicted to pretty much anything of that nature. Okay, addicted to sex or whatever. Ace of Pentacles in the past. However, look, the hand has been cut off. The hand has been cut off. So this is, I'm asking about the message for us after the felon has passed. So what's pretty much happened is this money grubbing hand has been cut off. We are being presented with an opportunity, but this is this huge eye-opening moment. The peroxide, which is a type of bleach in the reflecting pool that is now killing the ducklings. This is eye-opening to people. $14 million of taxpayers' money was spent, and it lasted pretty much less than a week before it completely failed. This Ace of Pentacles cutting off this eye-opening. Okay. Pentacles are also about morals and ethics. They can be about health, wealth. If I'm talking about elections, they're about VOTESs. So let's see where this goes. The Knight of Swords, a harsh truth is being revealed. The Knight of Swords, the sword of truth is being brought forward. A harsh truth of reality is being presented. It's going to be hard for some to accept because they've invested 10 years of their lives into the lies of this regime. It's going to be a harsh truth. Just if you're on social media, don't react to the idiots that come out with their one-line rage baiters. All they're trying to do is trigger you into a reaction. Just let them go through to the keeper. If they are even real humans, we know that they'll find themselves on the wrong side of history. Okay, the immediate future, the Seven of Swords. Seeing the lies. You've got the two eyes here opened, and you've got the seven swords. Seeing the truth versus the lies. Interesting how we've moved from pentacles to swords. We are in a time of truth-telling. Okay, you've got the government there, or the higher authorities, with the Hierophant. Holding the keys. I'm looking at this cat going hollowed out. So this is externally. The empty of the government. Now, I know I was talking about the military. Kegsbreth he's part of the cabinet. He thinks he's head of the military, but he's part of the cabinet. Just be aware of that. If the cabinet's taken out, he goes too. But this is the higher authorities, the emptiness of the higher authorities, the emptiness of their lies being revealed. Internally, we've got the Knight of Cups. Beware the false, the Trojan horse, the false knight. But it's also a cup offering emotions, offering potential. Okay. Just be aware of the false knights, that's all, with this empty government. This is going forward. Hopes and fears, the Queen of Cups, an emotionally mature feminine energy are coming together. I'm looking at the two fish at the top there. I'm drawn to the two fish at the top. But also it's a hope and a fear that we can come together, but also stuff that's not yet been revealed, or it's going to be revealed. There's a fear of this being revealed. And again, humans are based, our DNA, well, not our DNA, but our lives are based on how we emotionally react, how we emotionally feel. And there are two fundamental emotions to being human: love and fear. Fight or flight is the fear. Love is the acceptance. So just be aware of there is this fear of what's going to be revealed, as well as this hope with these lies. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles, the ending of. So we've gone from the here and now. This is the going forward. The Ten of Pentacles, the ending of this adoration of oligarchical money. This is also the legacy card, what legacy is being left as we step through the portal into the future. Ten of Pentacles, ending. Five of Pentacles, the moral, financial and ethical corruption that will be revealed. We're back to Pentacles energy after going through some Swords and Cups. Being revealed, and the Moon, secrets being revealed. The Moon card, the secrets being revealed. So we are, and I'm just looking at this utter sadness on this card here, is the depth of the corruption is revealed when there's this ending. And we've got the Moon here, secrets again being revealed, and having to start the path forward, the emotional path forward, because if you remember the Rider-Waite-Smith decks, they have the lobster or crayfish or whatever it is coming out of the water. We call it a yabby over here in Australia. The freshwater is the yabby, the saltwater is the crayfish. Coming out of the water, coming out of the emotions. It's got a shell around it. It has to protect itself with a shell as it navigates the path forward between the civil and the wild, the fear and the love. Those that are based in fear and love. It has to navigate its way through. And the path is up and down. It's not going to be simple. And we pass through the two pillars of wisdom towards this new beginning. So just be aware, this is a journey. It's not we'll have a yahoo, thank goodness, deep breath, take a couple of weeks off. But then we have to start this journey, and it's going to be an emotional journey, and we're going to need to protect ourselves somewhat physically. So stay out of the way of the crazies, somewhat physically, but very much emotionally, so that we don't get triggered. We have to stay in this this protected positive, protect what is precious as we navigate our path through between the two extremes that are going to come forward. And then we've got justice. Justice will be served. Our actions will have consequences, but just know there will be justice brought, bringing justice. I'm just seeing what the next couple of cards are. We've got the Eight of Cups, which is very much about moving forward emotionally. We've got the Six of Swords, very much about moving forward intellectually. And then we have the Knight of Wands, bringing forward a new plan, a new inspiration. But it can also be volatile messaging where we will feel this Ten of Swords energy of being stabbed over and over and over again. Volatile moving forward, justice will move us forward. Volatile information will come forward, fiery information will come forward that will shine a light, and it will bring this secondary ending. So there is a process that we need to go through that will bring the secondary ending. Eight, as we keep going, there's the Eight of Wands. A lot of information coming forward very quickly. The High Priestess, secrets being revealed. Four of Cups, some will not accept this change. But then we've got the King of Cups, this new leadership coming forward, and the World card, end of an era, and Temperance, a restoration of balance. So just know it's going to be a process. On the bottom, I've got the Empress and Death. Oh, and the Minor Arcana, Death card, the Four of Swords, and Spotty's come for a cuddle while we talk about this. This is about the birth of something new, but it can also be the need, somebody's getting some extra special care, nurturing. But we've got death, and then we've got the King of Swords. The truth being brought forward. So it's not going to be a sudden overnight change. It will be a process. There will be some that will never accept what is being revealed, but it is an ending of this, I'm just going to say, oligarchical influence, and it's going to be we need to be emotionally prepared as well as physically prepared to protect ourselves as we start this rebuilding path forward. Okay, so I'll just see if I've got a couple of cards from the Crow Tarot to just anything else to share in regards to that. Make sure I've got them all out. Okay. So the Crow Tarot, as I said, again, sent to be one of my gorgeous viewers. So let's have a look. Anything else to share in regards to what we have to be aware of in this phase that follows? Oh, I just want to mention, okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I had my little rant about the Constitution yesterday and the secession, order of secession, etc. I just want to point out that back in 1981, when Reagan was shot and rushed into surgery, I'm reading what am I reading? Reagan.blogs.archives.gov, the Reagan Library Education blog. Yes, Reagan did actually do this sort of thing as well, even though he's absolutely not my favourite president ever. I'm just going to have a little read of the intro. So, on March 30th, 1981, President Reagan was shot and rushed to surgery. In the midst of this tragedy, his cabinet had to handle a major question. Would the president be able to do his job, or would the 25th Amendment need to be invoked? The case, and so they go on to do the case study. Now, there was this, um, let me go. Okay. At the time, Vice President George H.W. Bush was on board Air Force Two on his way back to the White House from Dallas, Texas. Though he was made aware of the president's condition, there were questions about the security of communication, and the question came, who is in charge? The question, with the president in surgery and the vice president on the plane, who was in charge? As half of the President Reagan's cabinet sat in the Situation Room and the other half in a makeshift command centre at the hospital, they had to discuss the possibility of invoking the 25th Amendment and the repercussions it would have. Now, it goes on to talk about the fact that Bush wasn't automatically in charge. And I think this is quite telling. It's pretty much to say, yes, it's in the Constitution, apparently, that the Vice President, but if the Vice President is not in a secure and immediately accessible location, ergo in Switzerland, would somebody else in the cabinet step up, ergo Rubio? Because it's not actually necessarily set in stone. And if Rubio says, or the majority of the cabinet said, oh, Shady's not available and he's not blah, 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 and he can't get back in time, but we need somebody to be in charge. Here, have Rubio, and he's sworn in whatever way. I'm just putting it out there. It's not against possibilities. I don't know how they're actually going to attempt it, but there is an attempt. Let me put it that way. And as I was shuffling the deck, I've got again the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. The loss, regret, as I was splitting the deck. So come on down. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups, emotional loss and regret. This could be the last of the reachable supporters feeling like they've been stabbed in the back and regretting what they have lost by devoting 10 years of their lives to this goose. And that's being unkind to gooses. Okay, whose goose is cooked. Let me just put it that way. So, message for us after the felon passes. And we go, woohoo, deep breath. What do we need to be aware? What do we need to be aware of? What do we need to be aware of? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay. Oh, there's that Ten of Pentacles again. So we've had Ten of Swords and Ten of Pentacles with both decks. Ten of Pentacles, ending of a cycle, ending of the legacy, ending of the adoration of oligarchical hoarders. Let me put it that way, ending. What have we got? We've got the Six of Wands, some sort of victory or being seen. This can simply be seen. And I've always gotten that the November the 4th philandering will come out after he's gone. So let's keep going. There's the military with the Chariot coming in. Okay, because the information that it was fandangled is already out there. And it's very much like the feels of the Gore Bush. I don't think it actually came out to 18 months, 2 years later that Gore actually won, by which time it was considered too late. We were already embroiled in weapons of mass destruction, carry on. But this is different. This is a different time. Okay, what do we need to be aware of? There's that Queen of Pentacles again. So we've got the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, but this could also be, again, feminine energy stepping up to protect. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. What do we need to be aware of? So again, Pentacles are making a big comeback in this regards. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles looking at each other. Right, let's see where this goes. We've got the Nine of Wands, guardrails, holding. Page of Cups, something unexpected coming forward. The Ten of Wands, so again, another 10. And what did we have? The Ten of Swords before. There's a lot of ending energy here. Ending. And this could be the people versus the oligarchs here. And the Ten of Wands. The inability to get this chaotic messaging to its destination. The Five of Cups, the loss, the regret, the emotional heartbreak, the grief that will need to go through. The Three of Pentacles, the work going on, the work that needs to be undertaken, working together to create something magnificent. The World card, but also harvesting. The harvesting something that is ripe here. You've got the World, again, another ending card, a new era, Knight of Pentacles, stability of governance. Can also be the Mercenary card, but I'm feeling this is an ending of one cycle, beginning of another, to bring stability of governance, and working together of those that have, behind the scenes, I think it's already planned. Ace of Cups, new beginning, the Emperor, new beginning, and strengths. So the Ace of Cups, new partnerships, new beginnings to put forward. Now this Emperor is standing on a sword of truth. He's not the dictator Emperor. He's a new powerful leader coming forward. And a lot of you said in the reading I did yesterday about, can't remember which one it was, where I used, it was the Claire Knowing video, that the first two cards I pulled out looked like Barack and Michelle Obama. Bringing strength, bringing compassion. Again, you've got the continuity here with the figure 8 as this confusion is cleared and choices need to be made. Okay, you've got on the bottom Judgment, Temperance, the Moon. Goodness me, a lot of majors coming out. So a collective awakening about what has been spun, but also a need to bring back stability and balance. The Moon, secrets coming out, but also again there's that path that we need to traverse going forward. So this balance. We've then got the Four of Swords and Justice and the Hierophant and the Empress and the Five of Wands. Holy crumbs! So this is once the felon is down, we've got justice for those that are in the cabinet or in supposed governance now. The Empress, the birth of something completely new, or it could be rusty connections. You've got the Five of Wands, fighting, conflict. So it's not going to be an easy path. We've then got the Six of Pentacles, which is about the giving and receiving help, or this is one of my two election vote flipping cards. The conflict could be information about the vote flipping. We've then got the Two of Cups coming together and the Ace of Wands. New plan, new messaging, new beginning on this path forward. And looking at the tower in the background there. So it's not going to be I'm just going to say, no, it's not a one and done. He's gone, it's over and done with. There's a process that we'll need to go through. Be prepared for anything. Go with the flow. Stay safe. And I keep seeing we're going to have that interim governance while the mess is sorted out. Whew, let's see how it plays. Deep breath. And I shall catch you shortly. Take care.